Hi, and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. The topic is your creative talent. Now, I wanted to keep this reading light. You might have more than one creative talent, but in this reading, I just want to focus on one or a group and give you some inspiration. Take it lightly. Remember, creativity likes play, it likes us to try new things. As background to each pile, I chose Andy Warhol's flower prints. He was a really successful artist. He was a Leo, and he changed stuff in the art world. He made a lot of work during his career, and I thought it's a nice energy to have around. Pile number one. The symbol for pile number one is an olive tiara or crown. Pile number two, cherry. Pile number three, this is a pomegranate. Pile number four, the northern star. And pile number five, an egg. So you can choose the pile based on the print, based on the pile itself, or based on the symbol. The one that draws you most is the pile for you. You can scroll down to the description box, click on the timestamp, and jump straight to your reading. Alright, group number one, here's what I have for you guys, and I want to remind you right from the beginning that this is a relatively short reading. So with the oracle we have caregiver. It says, caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. We have this small card says, focus on what you are giving. We have an oracle sun card says the power of joy and abundance. With a divine feminine oracle we have Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. From the archetype deck by Caroline Mace we have engineer, light attributes, ability to give creative energy a practical expression. With the tarot, we are starting with the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, which is an amazing card to have in such a reading because we were talking about creative energy, the Sun, also great card, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So group number one, what I see for you is that you have two manifestations of your creative talent. One can be more on the design aspect, visual talent, really good taste in aesthetics, wanting to bring new shapes and forms into the world. So this is connected again to the Leo energy, creating a lot. Okay, the sun card and this energy wants you to think about not only quality but also quantity. And sometimes when we allow ourselves to create more and more and more, interesting things come. So I do see you as naturally really, really talented in this. This could manifest also in fashion or stage design, but I do see that you have an ability to design and sketch before you're designing something, or maybe paint, visual. And the other aspect of your talent is a more Gemini energy. So I see it with the Lovers, the Page of Swords, and the Hierophant. Like your talent in acting or being on stage and portraying a character. Now this also has a flavor to it. You would be the type of performer or actor to be really truthful with the character. So through your art, you're showing what's behind a mask, like the essence of somebody or the essence of yourself. So you would be an artist of the soul. What's behind the mask? And that thing that is behind the mask is so beautiful and creates so much awe in others because it resonates. So the caregiver card talks about the fact that you need to pay attention to give yourself the nourishment that you need. You might take care of other people at the moment, or you did in the past. You have the caregiver quality, but it's also about you taking time to give yourself what you need. That is not only around creativity and work, like getting a massage or walk in nature or meditation, just filling up that well of creative ideas that you can draw from afterwards. I think that your creativity comes from a real place of a real spiritual connection and almost need to create a sort of deep connection, and it gives you a lot of joy also to create. So in this case, this olive tiara can come also in the two aspects of your talent. One, your ability to design. So this can be also fashion design or stage design or just designing an object. And this also can crown you when you are on stage. Hey, group number one, while I was editing, I was thinking about giving examples for famous creators that can fit in this category, just for fun and inspiration. So, in my opinion, Meryl Streep, Joaquin Phoenix, Coco Chanel, Andy Warhol, and Michael Kors all fit in this category. So group number one, I hope you like this reading. Remember that your creativity is supposed to first and foremost heal yourself, transform yourself, and connect yourself to source. And from that place, everything comes. So I hope you have fun with whatever you're creating. I hope this gave you some inspiration. Good luck with everything. Bye. All right, group number two, the ones that chose the cherry. Before we begin, I want to say that this is a relatively short reading and to the point. With an oracle card, we have breath. It says, the breath fills your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. We have small card that says the art of being still, which is kind of connected. We have, this is a Scorpio card, the power of authentic expression and obsession. With the Divine Feminine Oracle card, we have Saint Bridget. It says, Our Lady of Exalted Light, I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Beautiful. From the archetype deck, we have Mother. Nourishance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. And with the tarot, we're starting with the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the World, Four of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Queen of Wands. All right, group number two. From all the groups, I think you are the most truly artistic group. It's a very primal energy, very like no words. It's only an expression through a sense that is the artistic sense. So you might be really connected to your expression, to the land, to working with material things. And the thing that I see most is that your creativity is also about nourishing. And this is really interesting. So when you create, you understand that your art or whatever you just did can nourish someone else with maybe life force or spiritual force or even materials. So for example, you can be a chef cooking and pouring all your love to what you're doing. You can be also a visual artist, and you know that the colors and the energy can really affect that person that's watching, that's looking at it. A fashion designer, maybe you're knitting, maybe you're working with jewelry. So everything that you do is for nourishing your client. You might already be doing this. You might like have a store already. So I don't know who is watching me, but I do feel that you know that you have this talent already, and you are working with it. Another thing is music. You might be connecting to music and understanding that through your music you can nourish others. And maybe sculpting, okay, like working with your hands, very, very primal. So yeah, for sure you have something really good going on. And I think that a lot of your inspiration, or this is something that you are already working on, is the practice of being still. And maybe you are already into yoga or anything that is meditation with breath. So working with your body, and through this kind of sensual feeling your body, you maybe get inspiration and you relax all your senses in order for new ideas to come. Now I do see also with the Queen of Wands and this kind of obsession card, it shows me that you pay a lot of attention to what you do. So you're the type of person that looks into the details and really puts a lot of time. I mean, it shows. You're a perfectionist. You're not just doing things to get it over and done with. You put all your heart in what you're doing. Very passionate. So Saint Bridget talks about the fact that we always have a lot to give. So she was a saint who always whatever she got, whatever material thing that she got, she passed it on. She was really, really, really generous. And this talks about maybe the fact that you have just so much in you, and it's a good idea to always continuing to nurture others, and of course nurturing yourself. So this is what I have for you, group number 2. Personally, I think you have an amazing thing going on. Remember that also slow and steady wins the race. So keep creating, keep doing what you love to do. Hey, group number 2, while I was editing, I was thinking about giving examples for famous creators that can fit in this category, just for fun and inspiration. So in my opinion, Picasso, Lady Gaga, Adele, and Gordon Ramsay. Another thought that I want to share with you is about Michelangelo, that when he sculpted, he was quoted to say, "I only take the extra marble away, and God already created David." So this is an idea to first connect and see in your mind what you want to create, and then take all the access away. All right, good luck with everything. Bye. All right, group number 3, the ones that chose the white flowers with a pomegranate. Here's what I got for you guys. Before I begin, I want to say that this is going to be a relatively shorter reading, so I'm going to be straight to the point. With this oracle card, we have ground yourself. The archetype deck, Father. It says light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Nice. This oracle, the power of direct action, physical exercise. We have from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, Anandamayi Ma. It says, the joy permitted mother, I am my own guru, I know the self that never changes. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. I hope you can see how beautiful it is. We have another oracle says money-minded group expand. With the tarot, we're starting with the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Nice. The Three of Cups in this kind of reading, when we are reading creative talent, it's amazing. It says that you're talented. Six of Cups, also very good. Justice. Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. The Tower, and Judgment. All right, group number 3. I know this is about creativity, but I can sense a healer energy coming from this reading. Like maybe you're already a healer or a reader or a nurse or a doctor or somebody that's dealing with the health of others. And maybe you want to combine your creativity in this type of healing. So maybe you also see your creativity as healing others. I can see that manifest through music. Maybe you're a musician or a sound healer, or maybe you want to combine in some way music to create like a lift of energy, just tuning into a higher frequency. That's an option. Another option is that maybe you're very good with interior design, like creating a space that just feels really good and has good vibes, or also like an artist, like wall art that you do also like a combination of things on the wall from different sources, let's say wood or photography, just a combination of things to create an image or to create a piece. So you can might be doing that. So Anandamai Ma is a really important card, I feel, for this type of energy, for this reading for you. She was a figure, a teacher in India. And when she was born, since she was a little girl, she was really, really happy, and her parents thought that something must be wrong with her. They thought she's a little crazy because she was always very happy. And then when she matured and grew up, she turned into the spiritual teachings, and she became a great, great teacher. And Yogananda, I don't know if you know about him, he's an important figure, especially in the yoga community. He went to one of her temples, and he described her when he wrote the autobiography of a yogi. And he asked her, what's the secret? How are you so happy all the time? And she says, I'm always aware of the self. I'm aware of who I am. And I'm aware that things always change, but one thing stays the same. And she also built a temple for Kali. And it's really interesting that you also have the tower, because the tower is Kali energy. And it's like the divine feminine energy. That nature changes all the time. There is destruction and construction, and that's also part of the creative force. So maybe that's an aspect that you want to bring into your creativity, either talking about that or through the music, the seasons, nature, maybe doing nature photography, something about the aspect of that everything is constantly changing, and there is beauty in every season and in every state. Ground Yourself talks about maybe you can tune into nature more, walk barefoot in nature, do physical exercise. I also see you with the Three of Cups and the connection to music. Also maybe a form of your creativity is through dance and movement, and seeing that also as a healing art, something really beautiful, and expressing all your creativity through your dance. I see father, this card, not as a masculine energy, but more of an energy that when people meet you or tune into your creativity, they feel like they came home. They feel they're protected. They feel they are connecting to a vibration that makes them feel safe. And that's a really high vibration. Hey, group number 3. While I was editing, I was thinking about giving examples for famous creators that can fit in this category, just for fun and inspiration. So in my opinion, Axel Vervoet, Aurora, Deva Premal, and Billie Eilish. So this is all I have for you. Good luck with everything. Thank you so much. Bye. Alright, group number 4, the ones that show this red, yellow, pink print with the northern star. Here's what I have for you guys. First, before I start, I want to say that this is going to be a relatively shorter reading. I'm going to be straight to the point. So we're starting with this oracle card. It says, let go. It says, trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. We have an oracle that says, pray for each other. From the Divine Feminine, we have White Buffalo Calf Woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. From the Archetype deck, we have Vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. We have the Saturn card, personal strength, the power of achieving goals. And from the tarot, we have the Star, Temperance, 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Devil, the 5 of Wands, the Fool, the Emperor, and the Queen of Swords. All right, group number 4. First of all, I'm feeling very Aquarian energy, like Aquarius, thinking big, thinking about impact, thinking about helping a larger community. What I see your creative talent is in writing, storytelling, inventing stories, fantasy stories, your own stories, filmmaking, poetry, anything to do with writing. So you can be really, really good in that. And I think that the main purpose of your writing is to bring people hope and a feeling that they are going to a lighter path. So this is also combined with the Northern Star, giving them and giving yourself, right? Because when you write also for yourself, giving you a clear vision, a sacred vision of hope. Now, in your reading, there is a combination of energy. There is this light, hopeful feeling, and there is also a dark energy working. So this might be a struggle that you are personally dealing with sometimes, or it's a struggle in your stories. So having the character go through transformation and telling about the difficulties that this character had, perhaps with addiction, perhaps with a situation that wasn't supportive, or people draining that character's energy. And maybe this is you. Maybe the vampire comes and tells you you should pay attention to people in your life because somebody is sucking the life force out of you. And here's another oracle for that. It says let go. Okay, so being able to let go of influences that weren't supporting us. Now, the most interesting thing about writing is the quickness of changing vibration. So you can literally choose what you want to be part of and what you want to tune into. I mean, for example, you can write about, let's say, crime stories, but is that a door you want to open? Or do you want to open doors that make your character overcome something and be inspiration from himself and others, because life is about progress. So this is something that you were gifted with, this ability to tell a story, and this ability also to create something and maybe to create your own world with connection to what you're writing, because it has a big effect on yourself too. Saturn card talks about structure in your work. So maybe you're a perfectionist, and maybe you just like, you know what works, how to talk to people, how to use language. Hey, group number 4. While I was editing, I was thinking about giving examples for famous creators that can fit in this category, just for fun and inspiration. So in my opinion, Woody Allen, the Grimm brothers, Tolstoy, and Walt Disney. That's what I have for you guys, group number 4. I hope you write beautiful stories, film, poetry that touches our heart and makes us see how we can move forward. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, group number 5, the ones that chose the most classical print and the egg. Here's what I have for you guys. Before I begin, I want to say that this is going to be a relatively shorter reading and gonna be straight to the point. So from this oracle deck, we have hope. It says, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point, whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life. There's always hope, and we see a candle. Then from the archetype deck, we have mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. This small oracle says Leo, the sun, giving without losing. We have Pluto, the power of depth and purity. Woo! From the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, we have Rabia. It says, the queen of saintly women, I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Okay, very interesting. From the tarot, we're starting with the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the Moon, 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, that's very good, 2 aces, King of Wands, and Knight of Wands. All right, group number 5, don't be angry. I'm gonna say something that might cause you to be mad, but you're multi-talented. And sometimes the problem is to focus on one thing. So maybe that was an issue, what to focus on. And I'm, from this reading, gonna give you my observation. I think your biggest talent is in speaking and giving other people inspiration, in writing. So being a sort of mentor to others. Now, there are a lot of artists, and you are an artist too, but there are a lot of artists that can just focus on themselves, but you have a quality that can light other people up too. So not only in art, mentor, in spiritual teachings, in the business world, you have that quality of enthusiasm and being charismatic. So I do see you, with the 2 aces and then with the King of Wands, have this very passionate aspect of you, and maybe also warrior-like when we have the Pluto here too. Sometimes in order to achieve things, also in the creativity, is not to want to jump from A to Z. Okay, we have to move from A to B and then to C. So The Page of Pentacles shows of a gradual, steady energy, okay? To become amazing and great in what you do, you gotta constantly do it. So whether it is one of your talents that it's up to you to decide which one is your favorite and which one is your method to connect to God, or by inspiring others, storytelling, giving people hope, putting enthusiasm in them. So the egg talks about the divine feminine energy in something, giving birth to something, like nurturing something that wants to grow. So maybe this is something that you do with your own creativity, giving it time, or maybe it's something that you can mentor others to do too. And then it just, comes to life. It becomes something. It becomes a creature. It becomes a creation. So like I said, you are multi-talented, and it's up to you to choose which talent connects you most to source, to that happy place, to that transformative state. But from what I see, you're super talented and inspiring others. You might be also a YouTuber, could be actor, actress, but definitely somebody that's in the public eye. Hey, group number 5. While I was editing, I was thinking about giving examples for famous creators that can fit in this category, just for fun and inspiration. So in my opinion, Tony Robbins, Julia Cameron, Jack Canfield, and YouTuber Casey Neistat. Even if it comes easy to you, even that that you can make people light up naturally, it's good always to nourish that and to gain wisdom and to have something to pass on. All right, group number 5, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with everything. Bye.